Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arad, and I'm with the Mente Materia Let's Play for XCOM Long War. As some of you are likely familiar, the last mission resulted in a casualty, which was not exactly what I had intended. What happened was two 24% chance attacks against a soldier succeeded, which I really should have anticipated, but then again, this is XCOM. I miss 87s, and the aliens get 24%. But that's beside the point. Right now, we are in the next mission. This is Operation Sacred Stroke in Coventry. I imagine there's some sort of joke in there that I'm not going to make. It's a light abduction mission. This map is one of the newer maps that came out with the Enemy Within. I've only got one soldier that's not a rookie at this point, as some of you are familiar with the end of the last video. I did include one scout. The scouts are absolutely necessary to break Overwatch to allow the rookies to go forward in for the kills. Let's go ahead and get this started, and hopefully we can avoid casualties this time.
Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
Alright, so we're kind of barren on cover on this side, so what I'm probably going to want to do is get everyone stacked up behind this semi so that we can use the cover that's around this way to move forward. The one pitfall we have to watch out for is there is a line of sight going between the trailer and the tractor, which means we could have an accidental activation if there's something in here, and with my luck there probably is. The soldiers, I believe I had shown this at the very end of the last video. All the soldiers I have equipped, except for the scout, are equipped with an AP grenade and an HE grenade. HE grenades, I believe, have a slightly smaller blast radius, but they destroy cover. The AP grenades have a slightly larger blast radius, but they do not ignore cover. So, ideally, what I could do is use a 1-2 punch, take out the cover, and use a second follow-up grenade to take out several enemies. But we'll see if that happens. First things first, let's get everyone into position.
Yes, Commander. The enemy's in sight.
And there we go. This is really bad because drones in Long War have damage mitigation. The rookies with their rifles are going to have a very hard time damaging those drones, or at least doing enough damage to get past the damage mitigation. Because they are flying, they also have an increased defense chance, which means there's less chance that I can even connect with the hit. And because they're flying, it's going to be extremely hard to get a grenade up high enough to actually do damage. Well, hey, I suppose that's XCOM, right? Flying drones, first move of the game. Let's see what we can do. Ideally, I'd like to take out at least one drone. If the grenade game will let me. This is terrible.
Solid copy.
Now, if my scout had not gone there, if I'd have put him right there, I could have taken a shotgun shot at one of these guys and hopefully taken him out, because the shotguns do have enough of a damage ceiling where they can usually get through the damage mitigation, at least early on in the game. Now my main worry at this point is if I put guys into cover here, I might get an accidental activation over here, which would be some bad news onto an already bad situation. Let's see here. So
Heading out.
all right, Hashim. Come on. And of course.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm not confident my rookies can just bullet spam these guys to death. The chances of misses plus the chance of damage mitigation means he's going to get left out in the open. And I'm not confident that I can push them or keep them from moving into flanking position, so I can't really move him there. Let's see here. I'm going to have to move him back. Thank God we had no more activations. All right. I know one of you guys could do a trick grenade throw, and now the game says that he is in the blast radius, but in the long war, unless you have a specific perk, grenade damage falls off the further you get away. That being said, a grenade toss is a 100% chance to hit. And there you see the damage mitigation, where what would have been 2 damage is now only 1. Of course, 1 damage is more than we had. So, let's see here. Can we cheese another? Can we cheese a couple more hit points off of this? Come on. Okay. Now, as unfortunate as it is that drone is still alive, one thing I did want to mention is that one of the second wave options I have is called Red Fog, which the lower the hit points are for a given enemy, or my guys for that matter, the lower their stats are, which means, hopefully, this guy will not be able to hit the broadside of a barn. Of course, this guy flying up here is still a major problem. And an even bigger problem is that I am out of cover, which means we may need to do something drastic.
I'm on the move.
Oh boy. Oh man. Now this is where I'm so tempted to play risky, but after what had happened last game where I was not playing risky and someone died, I am strongly against taking any more risks. Let's see here, what do you have? You've got 80 aim. You've got 80 aim.
Good to go.
All right, let's do it. Well, there's a winner. Now, I could play it safe since there's no line of sight going around the corners. So if he wants to take a shot, he's going to have to go into the Overwatch, which they try to avoid, but
Heading to that location.
I stand corrected. I guess he did have line of sight. Oh, well, cross your fingers, folks. Oh, and he runs away. And he gets shot in the back. Well, that was a very bad situation that turned out significantly better than I anticipated. Okay. So that's 2 drones down, and we just heard sectoids. So I'm going to go ahead and toss a battle scanner over this way. I don't believe they're in this direction, but I hate having a flank that I can't really see into. And the battle music just showed. So, where are the aliens? We see a meld can. There they are. Okay.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now, ideally, what I'd like to do is to get everyone in position in cover here and here, so that when I activate this pod next turn, I'll be able to take them down without them having a free move. However, I'm not so certain the visual range here is going to allow that. Now, that being said, there is enough cover for me to, well, I can't really risk the activation because my scout would be flanked. So we may have to play this very safe.
Will do.
Aye, aye.
Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm going to leave this guy right here and why I've got a couple of people out of cover. The reason for that is, as long as there's no pod currently activated, no one should be able to take a shot at them while they're still out of cover. And doing it this way will at least keep them from getting into trouble until the pods are activated. So let's go ahead and go into Overwatch. Come to me.
Enemy in sight.
There we go. All right. Now, as much as I'd like to trust half cover, and they probably would, since this is technically an elevated position, they probably would have 25% or less chance to hit. That being said, 25% does not actually mean 25% with the aliens. So we're just going to have to go right there. Terrible shots to hit, but that's kind of expected.
I'm on it, Commander.
Rolling.
At this point, I'm just moving everyone into position. We're going to have you hunker down, because half cover's no cover, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have this guy take a shot. Come on. Thank you. Okay. And then, let's see here. I'll let this person take a shot, and then I'll have that last person who's up front go into Overwatch.
Taking aim.
Вас понял. Heading out.
And again, we're kind of getting punished by the lack of really serviceable cover in this area.
Heading to that location.
But then again, so are the aliens. They're going to have a hard time getting to me through the Overwatch, hopefully.
They're starting to lose ground.
Or he may just sit there because there's Overwatch waiting for him to move.
I'm under fire.
Now, it's times like this where I wish my motion scanner or my motion detectors were done, because ideally what I'd do is I'd activate it on my scout just to confirm there's no aliens waiting over here or in the darkness. Activating the motion scanner is a free action, which would mean he would still have enough points to move forward and make the shot against him. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, just because if I do move up here and get another activation, I can always move him back.
Heading out.
Now is time for everyone else to gather up, because I hate being all spread out like this.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Roger that. Understood. Moving out.
Moving out. Reloaded.
Double time.
Okay, so we've got at least one more pot of sectoids. It's, I think, over here, if I heard correctly, but I'm not willing to put money on that. Because it's inside a building, I can't really throw a battle scanner in there to really get a good sight line. Experience tells me they're probably going to be in the kitchen, but again, I'm not a betting man. I wouldn't put money on it. Let's see here.
Aye, aye, Commander. Alien object
Clear
in
to
sight.
engage.
Hey, I guess I was right. All right, so what we're going to want to do, if we can, is I would love to have a soldier close enough to grenade all that cover to expose the aliens, but I don't think we're going to have the arm power to get the grenade in there. Nope. Okay. All right.
Разберемся.
They come to regret that, but we will press on.
Heading to that location. Orders confirmed. On the move.
Stepping off.
Now, what I'm going to try and do is, I believe this is the last pack of enemies. What I'll try to do is flank the rookies around this way to destroy the cover, which will let these soldiers come around this side to mop everything up.
Moving.
Yes, Commander.
Ah, what the heck. Oh!
I'm about to start keeping score.
Well, someone is a rock star. Got 4 damage out of that. Only 1 was mitigated. And someone else is a rock star.
Chalk up another one.
And that's the end of the operation. Well, that went significantly better than I was expecting, given previous experiences. I believe we've got some promotions to spread around as well, which is something we sorely need. At this point, what we sorely need is enough time to let our original batch of promoted people actually get rested so they can be used on another mission. But for now, though, let's look at our loot. We got bodies, fragments, and meld.
We will be in touch, Commander.
I'm still having a hard time grasping what it is the aliens are hoping to accomplish here.
Yes, Valen. Okay. I'm just refreshing my memory on what we're waiting for. So once this gets excavated, I'll be building a power plant, and then extending the elevator so that I could start doing thermal power plants. What I may end up doing is doing a thermal generator, or not thermal, a normal power generator, then thermal, and then when it comes to late game, I'll remove the normal generator and replace it with Lyrium. And then from here, I'll build my blocks of workshops or whatever else is necessary. For now, though, I believe what we're waiting on is just my motion trackers and all that good stuff. So, cross your fingers. Let's hope we can... yes! Yes! Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. My motion trackers are done. My soldiers that have been promoted are back. So, excellent. I am actually ready for the next mission. I believe... Yes, excellent. Okay, so let's get a generator going. And let's see here. I don't have anything to sell at this point. Okay.
Contact detected.
All right. Let's see here. What I'm going to try and do is I'll send Opie in. Opie, the rock star. He, if you may remember a couple of episodes ago, or maybe it was last episode, I can't remember. It's been so long. Opie was Mr. Top Gun and smoked the scout that showed up over Australia. No damage, 2 hits, clean kill. What I'm going to try to do is send him in to get 1 free hit, and then I'll send someone else in to claim the kills so that others can gain experience. As you may see now, he is now a lieutenant, whereas everyone else is flight officers. As interceptor pilots gain kills, they gain experience, which also affects their 2-hit rates. So, let's go ahead and send him in. Of course, the possible downside of having this doing it this way is I might end up with 2 damaged interceptors instead of just 1. Okay. And another pitfall of having Australia and Asia in general as a starting point is that there's a lot of flight time between your air base and wherever you need to go to do the interceptor or the interception. Don't you run from me. Don't you run from me. There we go. There we go. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he might have landed in the ocean. We will work with that. Yeah, next episode, Terror from the Deep. Haha, no, just kidding. So the interceptors are being repaired. This is one of the things I changed in the INI files. I no longer have like 30 days to repair these interceptors. It's something a little bit less annoying. So Moose and Opie are now lieutenants. The flight officers will likely get deployed once we start seeing alien fighters. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up on my end for the next mission. I'm going to pause, and then I'll show you what I've got set up. All right, so I've gone ahead and made the arrangements for my squad. I did advance time a little bit after the UFO crashed so that more of my higher-ranked soldiers could actually get promoted and join us on the mission. The first up is Mr. Nunez, who is our scout and resident, Overwatch destroyer. His items will be the motion tracker and the battle scanner, so that we can see where the enemies are, hopefully before they see us. The next person that I have in line is going to be Mr. Ramani, who is a gunner, and he is going to be the one that we go to lock enemies down with suppression. I've given him ceramic plating because suppression does attract a lot of attention from the enemies he's shooting. Under most circumstances, if an enemy is suppressed, they'll take a shot at the person who is doing the suppressing. So if, in the off chance he does get hit, he'll hopefully survive this time. The next person I have up here is going to be a sniper, Miss Barnes. Not too much on the mobility side of things, but excellent aim. I'm hoping we won't need to use her too much, but snipers, when they do get higher level, are a godsend. The last officer, or the last non-rookie that we have is Miss Jolly, who is a medic. Typically in my games, if I don't get a medic out early, they tend to fall behind in the ranks. I do not know why. I'm hoping if I can get this one high enough level early enough, the rest can follow her example and not fall too far behind. The rest are rookies with various types of grenades and other equipment. I did want to point out two individuals, Miss Ermakova and Robertson, with both are rookies with 87 base aim. I dearly hope that they'll survive because they will become monsters as soon as they get leveled up a bit further. Mr. Care has a base mobility of 15, and Ms. Suarez is all around above average, 80 aim, 14 mobility. Either way, I'm anticipating that every one of these people will distinguish themselves and not get shot twice with a 24% chance. But we'll never know until the next mission. I'm hoping to have the next mission uploaded later today, since I did miss last week's due to going to a convention. I hope everyone joins me then, and thanks again for watching.